Hi, my name is Demi, and today I will be answering the big question of should the drinking age be lowered to 18? So, alcohol consumption is recognized worldwide as a leading risk factor for disease, disability, and death. Alcohol is the drug of choice among youth, and many people are experiencing the consequences of drinking too much at too early of an age. As the result, underage drinking is a leading public health problem in this country. Therefore, the drinking age should not be lowered to the age of 18 because of mental health, drunk driving, and DNA damage. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, people aged 12 to 20 drink 11% of all the alcohol consumed in the United States. More than 90% of that alcohol is then consumed in the form of binge drinking. That's more than 25 million underage drinkers in America, and the brain doesn't even fully develop until the age of 25. Drinking is more harmful to teens than adults because their brains are still developing through adolescence and well into young adulthood. Drinking during this vital and critical growth period can lead to lifelong damage in brain function, partially as it relates to memory, motor skills, and coordination. Some of the effects of alcohol can be difficulty walking, blurred vision, slow reaction times, and impaired memory. Every day, 28 people die as a result of drunk driving crashes, on average. And in 2010, 10,228 people died in drunk driving crashes. That is one death every 52 minutes. And 345,000 people were injured. In 2010, people killed in alcohol-impaired driving crashes accounted for nearly one-third of all traffic-related deaths. Take someone like Jacqueline. She had a perfectly normal life until one night when her life changed forever. On September 19 of 1999, Jacqueline attended a birthday party near Austin, Texas. She and her friends decided to drive home after a few hours and accepted a ride from a classmate. At the same time, Reginald Steffi, an 18-year-old high school student, was driving home alone after drinking beers with his friends at a party. On the outskirts of Austin, Steffi's vehicle collided head-on with Jacqueline's classmate's car. Her classmate's car, engulfed in flames, caught on fire, and Jacqueline's feet were trapped under the seat, preventing her from escaping. Fortunately, paramedics were nearby. The fire had spread within the entire car and reaching several feet up into the air by the time the paramedics arrived. They were able to extinguish the fire, but Jacqueline was still trapped in the car for at least 45 seconds until a fire truck was able to arrive. Then the firemen had to cut from the car and airlift it to the burn unit. She suffered second and third degree burns over 60% of her body, but survived despite her doctor's expectations. Her fingers had to be amputated, but there was enough bone left for her on her thumb to construct an opposable thumb. She lost her ears, nose, hair, left eyelid, and most of her vision. Jacqueline underwent more than 120 reconstructive operations, including cornea transplants, and to restore her left eye. To think this entire situation could have been avoided if Steffi hadn't been drinking and driving illegally. Now, don't get me wrong. I can understand why people say that the drinking age should be lowered to the age of 18 because you are an illegal adult. You can basically buy a house and put yourself in millions of dollars of debt with bad credit, but you still can't have a beer. But imagine increasing the number of drinking and driving accidents that we as a society have been working so hard to keep as low as possible. It's not just responsible, not to mention what it can do for your body. In a mouse study that was conducted by Cambridge University team, it was discovered that the blood-forming cells and DNA were actually the culprit. So essentially what happens is that drinking too much means the body struggles to metabolize all of the alcohol at once. Often the body simply can't do it, therefore the metabolizing process byproduct or alcohol metabolite builds up within the cells. As I say again, the drinking age should not be lowered to 18 because of the damage that can occur to your body, such as mental state, DNA damage, but not only your health, other people's health as well from drunk driving. The brain is still developing. If anything, maybe the drinking age should be raised to 25. Most people are still in college at the age of 21, and your education could be at risk. Therefore, the drinking age should not be lowered to 18 because of mental health, drunk driving, and DNA damage.